doggo audience.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey!
Hey, what you doing?
Nothing. Just eating a snack.
Looks like something good.
It might be a tea cake.
You know I love tea cakes. Can I have one too?
I only made one.
Are you kidding me? Who only makes one tea cake?
Yeah, that would be me.
I don't get it. Well, I want one.
Oh, fine, I'll make you one.
Wait. I don't want you to make me one. I want you to show me. And with raisins.
Oh,
come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Fine. Take 200 grams of cold milk in a jug and crumble 35 grams of fresh yeast into it. You could substitute 7 grams of instant dry yeast if you don't have fresh, and that would be fine. Using cold milk needs a longer proof, but it's a bit more forgiving if you're baking in warm weather. Trust me, watching your dough make a break for it in 60-degree heat is not fun.
Mix the yeast into the milk until it is completely dissolved, and then put it to one side. You will also need 70 grams of unsalted butter that you have melted and let cool. It should still be liquid though. Add 375 grams of plain, that's all-purpose flour into a mixer. You could do this all by hand, but you'll get more consistent results if you use a mixer. Add 25 grams of brown sugar into the bowl. We are using demerara sugar, but a soft light or dark brown sugar will work just the same. Next, you want to add 5 grams of both ground nutmeg and ground cinnamon. Five grams of salt goes in. We just use table salt. Oh, and Dave showed me a clever baker's tip from his time in the shop. Get your candied peel, 40 grams of lemon and 40 grams of orange, and mix through a little flour. This helps to keep it evenly distributed throughout the dough. Add 40 grams of...
Ignore that, there's nothing else in this recipe. Give it! Ow!
As I said, add 40 grams of raisins to the candied peel and mix through. You can add a little more flour just to make sure it's coated. Attach the dough hook and start the mixer on a low speed. One on our mixer. Add the milk, then the butter, and finally the fruit. Once it starts to come together as a dough, increase the speed slightly, number 2 on our mixer, and let it knead for around 10 minutes. Whilst it's kneading, prepare a bowl with a light coating of oil. We used sunflower oil here.
After 10 minutes has gone by, remove the dough from the mixer. Knead it by hand a couple of times, just to make sure the loose fruit is completely incorporated, and then form it into a ball. Put the dough into the bowl, making sure the oil is all over it, and then cover the bowl with cling film. This might seem redundant in a large bowl like we have, but it's a good idea to get into this habit, especially if you end up using a smaller bowl. Allow to brew for 90 minutes at room temperature. The dough should be roughly twice the size. While you are waiting, why not hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell and then leave a comment. Who knows, it might even make the tea cakes tastier. You'll never know that until you try. After the 90 minutes have passed, knead the dough a few times just to remove any air from him. This is called knocking back. We recommend weighing the dough so that you can create even tea cakes. As you can see, ours weighed 827 grams and yours should be around the same. This will make 8 portions of around 103 grams each. The technique to roll into a ball can be a bit of a pain to get right, but it's worth practicing. After all, people like people who know how to handle their balls. Properly, I guess. Press the dough with the centre of the palm of your hand. Maintaining pressure on the dough, move around in a circle until it starts to come together, and you should feel that it wants to ball up. Keeping the dough in the centre of your palm and your palm in constant contact with the dough, raise your hand a little, all of the while moving in a circle. You can form a cage with your fingers and allow the dough to move around until the ball smooths out. At this point, it's no longer necessary to have your palm on the dough. Place your finished dough balls onto a baking tray lined with baking paper. They will grow a bit as they bake, so make sure to leave a little space as we did. If you can't get it, don't worry. Form a ball by rolling the dough around in your hands. The tea cakes may look a little rougher, but they'll taste just as nice. Also, never give up. Practice makes perfect. Prepare a sheet of cling film that's large enough to cover the tea cakes with oil, and then cover them. You may need more than one sheet like we did, but as long as the tea cakes are loosely covered, you will be fine. Let them proof for another 45 minutes, and you could just double check that subscribe button didn't break, you know, just to be sure. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, that's 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit if it's fan assisted. Now is a good time to prepare your egg wash.
Take your 1 egg and beat it! Oh, is that a copyright infringement? Okay. Add a splash of water into it. A tablespoon or so should be just fine, and beat it more until it is mixed. After they have proved for 45 minutes, you should see that they have grown quite well. Now is your moment to outshine Bob and put a generous egg wash on each tea cake.
Just pick out a little spot and start making little crisscross, little X strokes, and blend outward. Here, just let it go, have fun. There. But you can see how when you apply a little white, all these beautiful colors just happen. These black canvases are so exciting. They're a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun. I don't want to have all this real even. I want to just have spots.
Put them in your preheated oven and bake for 15 to 20 minutes until they are golden brown. Once baked, remove them from the oven and transfer them to a cooling rack to cool fully.
Now, you can just eat these as they are, but they are amazing toasted. When you're toasting, make sure that you cut them in the middle, otherwise they'll be too big for the toaster. Oh, and watch out, they get bloody hot when they're in there. Our recommendation is to serve with salted butter and orange marmalade. You know, the right way. But you do you. Have them how you want them. They will be delicious. Nice.
Hey there, what you
Hey.
eating?
Just nothing.
Fuck. Well, it's obviously something. Oh. All right, let's do this again.
Okay. Fucking.
Take 52.
I was doing so well there. It was all professional and everything.
Whatever happened to what's
just
yours is
know.
mine and mine is mine?
Oh, not that. That's unfair. Yeah, I just made one.
Sorry. What happened? Whatever happened. Oh, fuck. So, oh, fuck. I don't want you to show me. Fuck, I want you to show me.
So close. I don't want you to show me.
I want you
I want
to
you to make me
show
one.
me the money and the tea cakes. God. Yeah, so. What did I say? I forgot what.
I want tea cakes.
Bossy bitch, I am.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the point. Whoa, hello.
Balls.
Balls. It's all balls.